It's here again, and I'm back as you can see. I was out thinking, as I always am, and I was thinking about criminals. I was thinking about crime and violence, and I'm thinking about the people that are engaging in such activities. I'm thinking about those that who are committing it and the victims of it. And my searching for trying to find common ground where peace is, that causes stuff like that to surrender to a higher call. And something hit me. And it dawned on me, ladies and gentlemen, that I should remember that no man, woman, kid was born a criminal. No one came into this world a criminal, had not committed one act of crime as much as far as we know. But now they find themselves where in America we had the largest prison population than any other country, we are told. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what we are told. And you ask yourself, how and why does that occur? Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We as people who are not doing the right things that works for everybody, I don't care how smart we think we are always controlled. We are always controlled. Do you know that the system that you live under, it allows everything that you see in this country that is good, it allows that to happen. And everything that you see in this country that's bad, it plays a major role in causing that to happen. You see, every human being, you can judge this by yourself. Every human being wants to live a fulfilled, satisfied life. They want to be thrilled and happy and joyous. They want to be a part of life, just like the trees that blossom, the flowers, the grass that grows, the birds that sing. They themselves want to be a part of life, not just walking here, not just being here. And yet, on top of all of that, they've been left out of the system. They have been left out of the system. And guess what? When you are left out of the system, who protects you? Where is your support? Where is your help coming from? Well, many times we've had health organizations, that's no mystery. But as you can imagine, through the things that you see, that is being cut back. Pain and suffering is being multiplied. I mean, let's just think about that. Now, what is a guy, what is a person, what is a group of people supposed to do when they have ambitions to live just like everybody else and they find themselves at the bottom? They find themselves going through so much hell that seems like the only way they can get one step forward is to commit some kind of crime. If I can see them right now. If I had another way, I wouldn't do it. I'm ashamed out here doing it, and it's driving me crazy. But I ain't see no other way, so I got to do it. And if anybody cares about it, you will know by what they do, ladies and gentlemen. Because if anybody cared about it, they fix that situation. They would take away all of that, would rob these people of their access to life rather than building jails, rather than building prisons. Because these were the doors that were open that allowed them to be able to commit these crimes. Crimes that exist because of the pain and suffering that's brought on by the system in which they dedicate themselves to every day. But look how they're being punished. And why are they being punished? Because they don't know any better. They don't know any better now. You ask yourself, what about those that's causing all this pain? What about those that's profiting from this pain? Do they know any better? Many of them do. Many of the crooks, the deep crooks, always know what's going on. And somebody's always lagging. And since people always want to be the top dog, they will submit themselves to all kind of stuff just to prove that they're willing to do it. And if you're not on the right side of the track, you're going exactly where it leads. And being on the right side of the track seems, for some strange reason, to be something that's very unattractive because we still got these prisons overflowing. And you still got pain and suffering increasing. And you still got people finding these as loopholes that allows them to meet the moment for a moment. And then they end up in jail. And what I'm trying to tell you people, I'm trying to tell you really good, cause you crazy. Now they call it dumb. That's what they call that. They call that dumb. They don't stop there. They call it stupid. Yep, they call it stupid. That might include some of you. They call it ignorant. Yes, many people call it ignorant. They say it's got to be ignorance. And many of you, that might fall in that category. But more than anything, they call it foolishness. A fool. A fool would go through what's going on in life when they have the opportunity to engage themselves with the power that is responsible for their existence, who gave them a great big beautiful earth. I had to say it, ladies and gentlemen, with all of the resources on it that you can utilize to do anything that ever been done, is being done, and perhaps might be done in the future. Can you imagine? And who's doing it? We, the people, are doing it. All of us, each of us, engaged in something that we love doing because it's us. It gives us purpose. We are a part of life. And as we engage ourselves in it because we love it, the next thing we do is have absolute joy. And when you put that joy with our love, we are hooked. No drug can hook us like this because we hooked now. And what are we doing? We're contributing. We're doing our thing. And everybody's just doing their thing and they know what's happening. They know that they're making sure that everybody's needs, wants, and desires are met. They're making sure that people don't have to worry about food, clothing, shelter, housing, and all that kind of stuff. They're making sure that people can live in peace and be prosperous and free and joyous and happy and fulfilled and satisfied and get a chance to live the life. Now, you got a choice. And you put that down for what's going on in regular everyday life, you got to fall in the category of dumb, stupid, ignorant, or a fool. You got to fall in one of those categories to turn your back on God. You got to be. And America has 77% of its population turn its back on what was right and put Trump in office. Why? To commit the evil that was in their hearts. That's what it's all about. That's what it's been all about. No, I didn't intend to go that way, but I ended up that way. It must have been the spirit doing it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this, your moment. And until next time, this is Eddie saying goodbye for now.